Strong winds are adding even more urgency for firefighters battling the fires in the western United States. These are overnight pictures of what is called the Bobcat Fire. It's on the outskirts of Los Angeles. U.S. President Donald Trump will be in the northern part of the state today, near Sacramento, in fact. He'll be briefed on the fires. But in a nutshell, it is just a devastating story. Over the weekend, Trump blamed the fires on the way the United States run the land, which is burning. So we will talk about all of that. NBC's Jennifer Bjorklund is in Chico, California, which is about 140 kilometers north of Sacramento. Again today, Jennifer, devastating images of the fires. Bring us up to date on what's going on in California and in Oregon and in Washington state.
Yeah. The news is not good, Heather. This morning we're expecting the weather to shift and become that more critical fire danger weather that we're so used to here in California, those hot, dry winds. We've had a little bit of a marine influence over the weekend. Unfortunately, the smoke was all offshore and it all blew back in. So we're under a big cloud of smoke, and the president will see that as he flies in this morning from Las Vegas. We can tell you the death toll is now at 35 in these western fires. The fire that I am at the incident command post for is the fire that has caused 14 of those deaths, and the death toll rising by just 2 more yesterday as crews went through and found more remains in the burned out towns that the fire left in its wake here. There have been more than 600,000 acres burned in Washington state, more than 1 million acres in Oregon, and 3.3 million acres here in the state of California. So a lot of work still to be done by firefighters who expect the lines that they have cut to be tested by those shifting winds today, Heather.
Jennifer, I also want to ask you about the aspect of the fires that is affecting us in Canada, and that's the air quality. I mean, these are creating just an unbelievable blanket of thick smoke. What is the latest on the air quality this morning?
It is extremely unhealthy, and the air has just been terrible all throughout the state of California, even if you're not near a fire, as I'm sure you've experienced in Canada. In fact, we were talking about one of those weather stations with the air quality meters around the state of Oregon. Some of the readings were thrown out because they were so off the charts that the system automatically discards them. They were too high to be believed, so about a half a dozen of those monitoring stations for air quality just were malfunctioning, and the whole system kind of crashed until they could reboot it and say, okay, no, actually those were real readings. They're like nothing anybody has experienced before as far as air quality goes.
Jennifer, thank you very much as you bring us the latest from Chico, California. That's NBC reporter Jennifer Bjorklund.